If you're looking for a compact smart TV that fits into smaller spaces without sacrificing modern streaming features, this one sits right in that interesting middle ground. A 32-inch screen size might not sound like much in a world obsessed with massive home theater setups, but that's exactly where this display finds its purpose. Bedrooms, dorm rooms, kitchens, or even a secondary screen in a living space. It is designed for situations where space is limited, but expectations are still pretty high. The first thing you notice is the design language. It keeps things minimal, with slim bezels that help the screen feel a bit larger than it actually is. The black easily into most environments without drawing unnecessary attention. Now the display itself is a 720p HD panel. On paper, that might feel modest compared to Full HD or 4K panels that dominate the market. But at this size, 720p still delivers a reasonably sharp experience for everyday viewing. You are not sitting far away like you would with a large living room TV, so the pixel density holds up better than you might expect. Colors are tuned in a way that feels natural rather than overly saturated. It is not trying to be a cinematic reference monitor. Instead, it focuses on delivering consistent performance across streaming apps, TV broadcasts, and casual viewing. HDR support is included, which helps bring a bit more depth to highlights and contrast in supported content, even though the panel itself has its limitations. Where this TV starts to feel more modern is the software experience. Google TV is built in, and that changes the entire interaction model. Instead of thinking in terms of inputs and channels, everything becomes app and content-driven. Recommendations show up right on the home screen, pulling from multiple services, which makes content discovery much smoother. Voice control is another major part of the experience. Google Assistant integration means you can search for shows, control playback, or even check basic information without navigating menus. It is not just a gimmick here, it actually reduces friction in daily use, especially when paired with the remote. The remote itself is compact and straightforward. It does not overload you with unnecessary buttons. Instead, it focuses on navigation, quick access to streaming apps, and voice input. It feels designed for people who want to get to content quickly rather than spending time configuring settings. Performance-wise, the TV handles standard streaming tasks without much struggle. Switching between apps is fairly smooth, and loading times are acceptable for this category. It is not a high-performance device, but it does not feel sluggish in a way that breaks the experience. Sound is serviceable. You get clear dialogue at moderate volumes, which is important for a screen this size. At higher volumes, it starts to show its limitations, which is typical for slim built-in speakers. For a more immersive experience, pairing it with a basic soundbar would make a noticeable difference. One of the key strengths here is reliability. It is not trying to be experimental or overly ambitious. It focuses on being a dependable smart TV that does the essentials well. Streaming, casting, voice control, and general viewing all come together in a way that feels stable and familiar. For connectivity, you get the standard set of ports that cover most everyday needs. HDMI inputs for consoles or streaming devices, USB for media playback, and wireless connectivity for everything else. It is not overloaded, but it is practical for its category. When you look at the overall value proposition, it becomes clear who this is for. It is not aimed at home theater enthusiasts chasing the highest resolution or deepest blacks. Instead, it targets users who want a smart, compact, easy-to-use television that integrates into daily life without complexity. In a world where TVs are getting bigger, more expensive, and more feature-heavy, there is still a strong case for something simple, efficient, and accessible. This model fits right into that space. It delivers a clean smart TV experience, reliable streaming performance, and enough visual quality for its size to remain comfortable for everyday use. Not revolutionary, but intentionally refined for practicality. And sometimes, that is exactly what makes a product make sense.